Texas leaders announced the new House and Senate committees on civil discourse and freedom of speech in higher education. This move comes in the wake of the death of Charlie Kirk.
The lawmakers say their hope is to address bias and protect students and faculty from discrimination over beliefs. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker spoke with a Baylor political science professor about why he thinks the committee was formed and his fear for the future of respectful campus debate. Sydney?
Professor Pat Flavin said campuses are places where healthy and civil discussions are encouraged. He's worried the committees could lead to less of that.
It's, I think, a fraught political environment here in Texas when it comes to higher ed.
Texas is studying up on students' free speech.
That's what they see as sort of the ultimate goal, is to bring greater ideological balance to higher ed in Texas.
Political science professor Pat Flavin said the push for this is mainly from Republicans, who believe students' free speech rights are being stifled, and that liberal-leaning professors are impacting education.
How much or little of a role government should play in the curriculum and what's discussed in college classes is kind of playing out as we speak.
He said we'll have to wait and see what the committee decides on.
I think it's more of political messaging, signaling that this is perceived to be a problem.
But he expects safety and security around respectful debate to be a top concern.
That could be one sort of more concrete area that at least some of the members of the committees have started to identify.
He said he thinks in the abstract, both Republicans and Democrats are supporters of free speech. But the concern is over where you draw the line.
Both sides certainly run the risk of trying to define what is permissible versus not speech.
In the end, Flavin says he's fearful of an overcorrection.
These are supposed to be places where they can be discussed in a civil and sensible way.
And a possibility of lessening political speech overall.
I think most free speech advocates would say the antidote to bad or violent speech or hateful speech is not necessarily stifling it, but instead more speech and better speech and more rational discussion.
Flavin says he thinks the committee should aim towards bipartisanship as a goal to help protect student and faculty's ability to engage in tough discussions while also keeping them safe.
Sydney, thank you for explaining.